Hi guys, how are you? The goal of this video is to tell you about our next writing assignment. If we were in school right now, you would be getting this book. And this book is called This I Believe, The Personal Philosophies of Remarkable Men and Women. And the district owns the very first edition, okay? And if you want to get this book right now in your calendar link for the week, Amazon or Audible is giving students free books to stream the entire time that school is out. So you could get this whole book on your Kindle or your parents' Kindle or something if you wanted to. Um, Otherwise, in the week's calendar, I have uploaded the titles of all the essays in here. So the whole table of contents. And so you probably want to go through that table of contents. You are not required to read this whole book. Usually kids read 4 to 8 essays, anything to figure out what is Mrs. Hermanson looking for? These are like your mentor texts. So when we did the familiar object essay, you read some Anne Fadiman essays. You read the coffee essay and you read the ice cream essay so that you could figure out, okay, what does Mrs. Hermanson want? What does Mrs. Wolt want? What does Mrs. Thurber want? Okay. And your job is to sort of mimic them. So you're going to read enough of these essays in here where you get a feel for does a This I Believe essay look like? And so I'd like you to, when you go into your calendar links, find the essays that you think are interesting. They have a title, or maybe a person wrote them and you know who that person is. For example, Isabel Allende is a famous author. You might know her. John McCain, who ran for president a few years ago, has an essay in here. Albert Einstein has an essay in here. Eve Ensler is a writer and feminist who died a few years ago. Bill Gates has an essay in here. So go through the table of contents. Like I said, there's a link in my calendar and kind of look for some of the essays that you want to read. Okay, so you're getting a feel for what is a This I Believe essay. And then you're going to kind of start writing your own this week. And by Friday, hopefully, you'll start a good rough draft. Why are we doing this? Well, I usually do this essay right after Transcendentalism, right after we read about Thoreau and we read about Emerson, and they talk about why it's important to self-reflect and know who you are. That's when I usually assign this essay. We didn't do that this year. Mrs. Wolt always does this essay after the AP test. Because it serves into a nice springboard for college essays. The toughest college essay to write is usually the generic one that says, tell me a little bit about yourself. This can be your essay that you submit. I've had people use their This I Believe essay to get into college. And so if you do a really good job on this, you have written one of your college essays for the fall, which will be really, really nice because many of you will realize that applying for college is like having a part-time job. And so that's the purpose of this, is to explore yourself. What is like one of your primary beliefs, and how can I put that in an essay form with personal anecdotes, philosophy, and so forth. It's also a really nice time to do this because being in quarantine, you have extra time to sort of sit around. I was hoping you could maybe take some paper outside, journal a little bit. It sounds like we're going to have a snowstorm because we always do in April. So maybe outside isn't the best. But the point is you have some time to kind of reflect. So again, on Monday, which is tomorrow morning, spring break is over, and you are going to log in to your calendar for the week and find some links, find the table of contents. I also dragged some essays over for you that I found on the internet into a big document. If you don't want to look for essays, you can read what I gave you. But again, look at the table of contents and see if there's a few that get your attention. Okay, so this I believe that's what we're doing this week and off and on next week. And usually kids really like this assignment. It's a really good assignment to sort of relax, do some self reflection, and so forth. You will be forming some groups this week. Actually, I already formed them and I will get them to you. And I'll explain that assignment in a later video. I think that's it. All right. Enjoy your Sunday night. Enjoy your Monday morning as you get started on all your stuff for the week. Talk to you later. Bye bye.